This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 25 and verse 7. It reads, "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy." I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching his word in truth and in sincerity across the 4 corners of the earth. And shalom unto the hopeful elect. Shabbat shalom. You sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. All right, it's a beautiful time that we're living in. Right now, we're seeing the fall of our enemy, Esau, Edom, and his rule, his age. You know, the world that we live in right now, the Lord is working. You know, the Lord is speeding up the times for the elect's sake. And actually, I want to grab that before we go any further. I think it's a Psalm. Bear with me. All right, seeing everything that's playing out in this earth when it comes to the hurricane that just, hit, UN and the U.S., Iran, sending out the missiles upon Israel, deaths happening left and right. What a time to be alive that we're seeing these things play out. Damn, so like, just kind of, this is Psalms 119 and 126. It says, "It is time for thee, Lord Yahweh, to work, for they have made void thy law." And that's exactly what the Lord is doing, man. He's working. All right, he's setting up everything in play. And really, right now is the beginning of sorrows, but he's setting up everything. He's setting up all the pieces, man, for the big final test, man, which is the Charagma. All right, that will have to eventually play out upon the earth as well. The last major prophecy, of course, World War III following right after. All right, but we know that the Charagma, the MOTB, has to be ushered in, all right, for World War III to hit its climax, with missiles flying and the Lord returning. It's like this is 2 Ezra 9 and verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." And how do we measure the time? Right now, it's through prophecy. All right, the Spirit, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. All right, and this is what the Lord is doing right now, man, bringing prophecy to pass and using his prophets to warn the people, and to blow the trumpet. All right, starting with the apostles, the elders, the bishops that he set up, on down the chain, man, on down the order. This is 2 Ezra 9 and 3. "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." Right, because he have set up everything. He has written everything out, man, before it even came to pass. He knows both the old, the present, and the future. This is the Most High we're speaking of. And right now we're seeing earthquakes and uproars in the people. Are we not seeing an uproar in the east? Are we not seeing earthquakes? You could look up, actually, which I was doing before opened up with this video. You just look up earthquakes today. Look at this. And it said, like, Yahweh Shai mentioned there's going to be earthquakes in diverse places, in different places of the earth. One in California, one in, it says, Luganville, Vanatau, which I'm not even sure where that is. I think it looks like, I was about to say it looked like an island. All right, one in the Philippines, Mid-Atlantic Ridge, Tonga, California, Indonesia, Chile, Russia, Cali again, Philippines, Solomon Islands, so all over. All right, and this is the signs of the times. 2 Ezra 9:5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Let me grab that word, manifest. And how is it being made manifest, man? Because of the work that the Lord is doing. Manifest, clearly revealed to the eye or the understanding, open to view or comprehension. And real quick, let me go to Ephesians 3 and 4, because who basically right now has the eyesight to see? It's the ones who the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has imparted his spirit upon, all right, to see these things and to call it out, to have the understanding of, and to ultimately believe. But this is Ephesians 3 and 5, whereby when ye read, ye may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Hamashiach, which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit. And when you go into it, it's really speaking of, the mystery of the Gentiles and the Israelite foreigners. All right. But the point I wanted to grab here, it's revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit. All right. It's through the favor, the mercy, the grace, the understanding that, amen, through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, now he have gifted us the Holy Spirit and gifted us the understanding of these scriptures. And now, being that we're in these end times, now we could link up current events with what's happening, or that was written within the Bible, and linking them up, seeing that the Lord has spoke of these things in time past, and we're bringing it out. It's clearly revealed to the eye, and this is all through the Spirit, all right, via Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And this right now, man, the end of the age, all right. So, and I put down here, war, turmoil, inflation, digital currency, famine. Let me grab Ezekiel 3 real quick, because even with that, we have that just started yesterday, the ports that closed off on the East Coast. All of that is it really, which I believe is set up by Esau, Edom, because the Lord works on the left hand as well. All right, and Esau, with his agenda, he works on, the minds of the people. He comes with the problem. All right, and then there's a reaction, and he wants to bring in the solution. Also known as pressure above, pressure from above, pressure from below. This is Ezekiel 3 and verse, it might be 2. Ezekiel 2 and 10, it says, and he spread it before me. So I'll start at 9. Ezekiel 2 and 9, when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And this roll of a book, you could apply it to the scriptures. All right, it's the scriptures. It says, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. So within this book not only contains the gospel, the good news, of, you know what I'm saying, the victory on what's to come, but also the destruction, death, the mournings, limitations, woe that has to play forth first, you know. Through much tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. You know, like unlike the Christian church, which goes into nothing but prosperity and, you know what I'm saying, which really all those, you know what I'm saying, pastors are false prophets. At the end of the day, some of them speak some type of sense, but they don't have the full knowledge, you know, of this truth. All right. But the prophets are kicking it raw, you know, and telling our people, you know, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. All right. And that we have to have established a healthy relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, repent, all right, and turn back to the Lord before these evil times come. You know, and Lord willing, he'll have mercy upon us. All right. Because because we saw within the summers, especially, it was like a calm before the storm. And right now, with fall coming in and election time and all these things, you see that the Lord is speeding up the times and he's amping things up, man. Again, you know, like the brothers have been saying, the apostle to the heart coined this year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and the year isn't over yet. It could very well, you know what I'm saying, lead into Jacob's trouble, man. Because again, we're seeing all these things happening. And going back to the strike that's happening, whether it be set up or not, this is gonna cause what? Or it's gonna lead into what? More inflation, you know, more chaos, all right, more talking points, all right. Because eventually what Esau Edom wants to do is send inflation through the roof and eventually bring in their digital currency. All right, that banking system where everything is attached to the internet, man. All right, the interface of things. And what is that going to lead into? The MOTB, the mark of the beast, which is the charagma, which is the micro C-hip, the microchip, I'll just say it. You know, because it's plain as day now. And all these things are you know, coming together cohesively. It's beautiful, man, what the Lord is doing. All right, he's setting up the pieces, man, for the domino effect. You know, and the Wada Yah Bashim Yahushai that we're able to see these things. All right, and pray that, you know what I'm saying, that this continues. You know, because again, it has to happen in order for the kingdom of heaven to come to pass. All right, the limitations, the mourning of woe has to happen. And while a lot of death is going to happen, a lot of turmoil, a lot of more chaos, you know, martial law, civil war, the Lord is going to protect who's his. All right, the Lord, let me grab it. The Lord is going to take care of his elect. And we just hope we're of that number. This is Nahum 1:7. Actually, I'll start at 6. Who can stand before his indignation, and who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. So the Lord is doing all these things. The missiles that just hit, you know what I'm saying, Israel, or Iran, you know what I'm saying, sent the missiles out to Israel. Who is behind it? Ultimately, at the end of the day, who does it go back to? The Lord. The Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is in control of all things, both good and evil. Right? Read about that in Isaiah 45:7. Right, verse 7 now, Nahum 1:7. The Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. All right. And he's going to take care of those that trust in him, not those that are trusting in the system, in the Esau Edom system. Because you still got Jake talking about, I'm not going to vote for so-and-so, go vote, your vote matters, this, and that. You know, they think that either Trump or Kamala will save them, or that their money will save them. Or some of them are just willfully ignorant. They don't give a fuck about anything. They just, you know, carry on. Just like in the days of Noah. All right. But for us that trust in the Lord, you know, that want This place to go down, that are tired of the oppression, the affliction. You know, he's gonna show mercy unto whom he wants to show mercy. And we hope we're of that number, man. The elect. He's gonna show mercy upon his elect. He have care for his elect. You know. So from there, let me go to 2nd Ezra 6:22. Because again, all this inflation and the famine, you know, the different places getting set on fire, the distribution centers, all these things is also going to lead into what? 2nd Ezra 6:22. All right. Because when you don't have food coming in, and like I believe they were saying, each day that goes by is $4 to $5 billion set back, you know, from this economy. Because things are moving, things are fluctuating. It's gonna affect everyone, you know, the truckers, the centers, again, the suppliers. This is supply and demand. When there is not enough supply, you know what I'm saying, and the inventory grows low, now the demand is gonna be higher. Prices are gonna skyrocket. You know, because now you have less of a thing while you still have the same people that need it. So it's going to be more scarce. And eventually it's going to lead into this. This is 2nd Ezra 6:22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And these are the times that we're coming into, where your local markets and shit is going to be cut dry. You know, and eventually what? And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So you think, because why? There's going to be a lack of bread. And people are going to have to take care of the family. It's going to be what they call a survival of the fittest. You know, because when when people's lives are on the line and their families, what are they going to resort to, man? Keeping them and theirs. And they're not going to care who's in front of them. You know, especially with the Babylonians that we have today in the society, greedy eaters, or what they call them, worthless eaters. How the elites label these Babylonians. And think, when people can't get their meds, you know, can't get their daily vice, people are going to be bugging out. I was chopping it up with some of the Akim. Man, you think, like, we're really going to see these people bug out. And Lord willing, all right? Lord willing, we see these things. And again, it's we're blessed to be alive in these times, seeing the collapse. Seeing the collapse. And it's happening, you know what I'm saying, on a on a grand scale. All right. We're seeing the Jenga pieces continue to get, you know what I'm saying, to get pulled out. The wooden blocks. And eventually that tower's going to fall, man. And Lord knows the exact time. No one knows but Yahweh. But we know it soon, man, according to what's happening. That's why the scriptures say, watch ye as well as pray. All right, but continuing on, 2nd Ezra 6:24, 6:25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world, right? And the end of whose world? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, Malachi 1:4. I mean, the so-called white man is in power, man, is in rule. You know? And what? He's going to come down like great wrath because he knows he have but a short time. So we're going to see, you know what I'm saying, this devil roll. But, hey, the Lord got us. You know, and we have to have that faith. All right? In Lord's will, we see the salvation. 2 Ezra 6:26, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth. That's what the Lord had quoted. Some that stand here are not going to taste death. And we're going to be translated in the blinking and the twinkling of an eye. All right. But those that died in Yahweh Shai, those are the same spirits that are going to rise first. All right. But I was watching Elder Kazak earlier today. He had mentioned, blessed are those who are living right now, because you're going to be in it. You're going to be within the movie. You're blessed enough to have seen it and go through it. All right, Lord's will, we endure unto the end. And it says what? 2 Ezra 6, continuing on in verse 26, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning, right? We're going to be shedding these chains of darkness and putting on, them everlasting bodies. All right. Where the law, statutes, and commandments are going to be written within our inward parts, man. And then we'll enter into that second covenant. All right, because right now we're in the grace period, but this is, you go here, just have a few more and then we'll close. Psalm 5:11, to the point it says, but let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. And so much so, man, that in Lord's will, again, we endure unto the end. We say it humbly, that we love the Lord's name and his reputation, what he stands for, his word. We're faithful, that faithful enough to the point that we don't bow the knee to Baal, to where we deny the charagma. We deny the agenda that he has set forth, all right, for the world. All right, we deny this temporal world for everlasting life. It says, for thou, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will bless the righteous. With favor wilt thou compass him as with a shield. All right, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. So when Jacob's trouble, truly comes forth, he's going to shield his elect. And he's going to part some men with spiritual power. Because that's the only way that, we going to get through is through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because with the technology that Esau Edom has, even though it was given by the Lord, the Lord has to give us the spiritual power to triumph over that. Because, that's why Jake, man, with his, with whatever they may have, trusting in their weapon isn't going to get them anywhere. Or trusting in their wealth, their money, to buy them up out of hell isn't going to do you justice. You're trusting in the wrong things. All right, we have to trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is why. Lastly, Luke 21:28. It says, Luke 21:28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. All right, so rejoice, man. Rejoice that we're living in these end times. We're living to see the fall of our enemy. And Lord's will, we make it. Lord willing, we're of that number. So with that, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting on to you. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shabbat Shalom. Wa Kwam Yasharala. Wa Ababa Soon.